guys, we have an urgent information coming out. Please share this video. Today is December 6th, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright, so it says here the FB, you know who, spying on Americans' bank data without warrants. Wow. A House Judiciary Subcommittee report revealed the agencies has been accessing Americans' financial data by exploiting the suspicious activity report system. Now, the agency reportedly requested banks to search transactions for terms like, oh, wow, no way, MAGA, and Joe, bypassing the legal process required for financial surveillance. Lawmakers warn this circumvents federal law, violating the sleeping giant citizens' privacy under the guise of identifying suspicious individuals. Wow. All right, so, man. Well, again, guys, it's not a shocking news, but it's just these agency, they get away with a lot of stuff. These people, they do get away with a lot of stuff. A lot. Man, we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Hey, make sure you check out the videos I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. And late night video, we're going to talk about Santiago. Something big happened during the 7.0 magnitude earthquake, and we have a lot of information. Something went wrong in San Diego and also the West Coast. That's going to be my late night video. I got a lot of information pulled up already. So it's going to be for later tonight, guys. But make sure you check out the videos I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. All right, let's see what's going on here. Once again, the three letters, the FB, you know who, are added again. And I just posted a video not too long ago about the New Jersey situation and how the FBI are requesting residents in New Jersey to send pictures and videos of drones that's flying overnight. All right, so once again, federal law enforcement has been manipulated the suspicious activity report system to gain access to Americans' financial information. Now it says here, without warrant or probable cause, the House Judiciary Committee said Friday. The panel and its subcommittee on the weaponization of the federal G released its interim report, first obtained by Fox, which detailed its findings. It says here the committee said in the report that the FB has manipulated the SARS filing process to treat financial institutions as de facto arms of law enforcement, issuing requests without legal process that amount to demands for information related to certain persons or activities it considers suspicious. If only Americans have the right to sue. So with narrow exception, federal laws does not permit law enforcement. Federal law does not permit law enforcement, you hear that, to inquire into financial institution customer information without some form of legal process. But again, they didn't get that information and they still went with it. If only the sleeping giant citizens can sue. The agency circumvents this process by tipping off financial institutions to suspicious individuals and encouraging these institutions to file a SAR, which does not require any legal process and thereby provide federal law enforcement with access to confidential and highly sensitive information. You know, we hear all these things, and there's all these proof and all that, but nothing happens. Nothing happens. The committee said that In doing so, the agency gets around the requirements of the Bank Secretary Act, which specified that it is a bank responsibility to file a SAR whenever it identifies a suspicious transaction relevant to a possible violation of law or regulation. The committee acknowledged that at least one financial institution requested legal process from the agency for information it was seeking, but noted that all too often the agency appeared to receive no pushback, and some, by providing financial institution with a list of people that it views as generally suspicious on the front end, the agency has turned this framework on its head and contravened. Give me a second here, guys. The Fourth Amendment requirements of particularity and probable cause. Now, the committee added that their oversight of financial surveillance has shed new light on the decaying state of Americans' financial privacy and the federal gov widespread warrantless surveillance programs. The agencies, give me a second here, guys. The agencies responded to the report in a statement to Fox saying, while we have no comment on the report, as a general matter, the agency frequently receives information from private sector about possible criminal activity. Financial institutions are required under the Bank Secrecy Act to file suspicious activity reports on activity they deem reportable, and the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network shares the information with law enforcement. Now, the agency cannot open an investigation without evidence of a federal criminal violation or a threat to national security. We follow the law and the facts, and we never open an investigation based solely on First Amendment activity. The committee began their investigation into the Gov-led financial surveillance earlier this year after a whistleblower disclosed that following the events of J6, Bank of America voluntarily and without legal process provided the agency with a list of names of all individuals who used a Bank of America credit or debit card in the D.C. region around that time. Wow. This is why it's good to, again, everybody that went to D.C. that day on January 6th, everyone. It doesn't matter if you weren't near the Capitol. Everyone in that region that used a debit card, credit card, they have your information, and your name and all that is on the list when it comes to what took place in 2021. But Louis, I didn't do nothing. Yeah, I agree. But again, they have everybody's name. Everyone's. So if there were 500,000 people there, 500,000 people that used the Bank of America debit card, credit card, out of those 500,000 people, it's going to be like over maybe 100,000. Their names is on the database. That's why they say cash is better. Cash is better to keep in hand. So once again, Fox first reported in March that federal investigators had asked banks to search and filter customer transactions by using terms like, oh my goodness, MAGA and Donald as part of an investigation into the J6, warning that purchases of religious texts could indicate, I'm going to skip that name. Wow. I think it's time to start using cash. So they already know everyone that was in that region. All right, so the committee also obtained documents that indicate officials suggested that banks query transactions with keywords like Dick's Sporting Goods, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops, and more. A source familiar with the documents told Fox at the time that while J6 was the impetus for the queries and searches, none of the documents the committee had obtained revealed any specific time frames or limitation for banks searching for customer transaction with the terms. The source said the federal G used the information for investigation beyond J6. In the days and weeks after the J6, the agency coordinated with the Treasury Department, Financial, blah, 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 and other agency on hundreds of Americans, if not more. Without any clear criminal nexus, the report says. Bank of America at the time told Fox it follows all applicable laws and regulatory requirements to receive, evaluate, process, safeguard, and narrowly respond to law enforcement requests. Documents obtained by the committee revealed that at least one financial institution reached out to the Sleeping Giant Treasury Financial Crimes Enforcement Network with the idea that it would support the Bureau efforts to address the acute warning of domestic, bad groups. The financial institution encouraged FinCEN to use SARS as the basis for refusing Patriot Act 314 request, which follows FinCEN, the canvas the nation's financial institution for potential lead information for more than 37,000 points of contact at more than 16,000 financial institutions to locate accounts and transaction of person that may be involved in the bad groups of money laundering. Every day we learn something new. After those findings, the panel continued investigating the matter and obtained more than 48,000 pages of documents noting that the info they received through their probe is concerning. Documents show that federal law enforcement increasingly work hand in glove with financial institutions, obtaining virtually unchecked access to private financial data and testing out new methods and new technology to continue the financial surveillance of Sleeping Giant citizens, the report states. However, the subcommittee is warning that all Sleeping Giant citizens should be disturbed by how their financial data is collected, made accessible to, and searched by federal and state officials, including law enforcement and regulatory agency. With the rise in commerce, and the widespread adoption of cash alternatives like credit cards or peer-to-peer payment services, the future leaves very little financial activity beyond the purview of modern financial institution or the gov prying eyes, the report states. Now, this is because, as a condition of participating in a modern economy, you have Sleeping Giant citizens are forced to disclose details of their private lives to a financial industry that has been too eager to pass this information along to federal law federal law agency. Federal law enforcement. Truly apologize, guys. The report says the committee investigation made clear that federal law enforcement has taken advantage of this dynamic by deploying financial institutions as arms of federal law enforcement, directing financial institutions to profile Sleeping Giant citizens using the typologies. Topologies? I actually apologize about the word. And it distributes or urging financial institutions to identify any suspicious activity an individual may have engaged in. The committee is warning that absent renewed safeguards, the federal gov and financial institution will continue to siphon off sleeping giant citizens' sensitive financial data, place it into the hands of bureaucrats, and erode any remaining semblance of financial privacy in the U.S. And just like that, guys, the sleeping giant feds using banks to surveil Americans' financial data without warrants. Give me a second here. This one person said this here, and I agree. Oops. Here we go. Any invasion of privacy without proper legal process is a serious, serious concern. I agree. I totally agree. I agree 100%. Give me a second. Let me go back on Twitter really quick here. All right, guys. So this is all the information here. Hold on, we got some more information when it comes to the agency again. All right, so the agency again. The New Jersey agency, the FB, who says when the Black Hawks gets close to the drones, they go dark and disappear, undetectable by current United States technology. What? All right, we're going to get to all this. This here is going to be my next video. It's going to be my late night video. And that's kind of strange, the story here. Alright guys, so I'm going to end this story here. I'm going to end this video. But again, please share it. And this is where we are right now, guys. This is where we at. A lot of stuff. Again, it's not a shocking news. But with all these technology, with the things that you have at home, with, Siri or Amazon or, all that type of stuff. The Ring doorbell, Amazon stuff, your cell phone, your flat screen TV, everything. They are listening, they are watching, and now they are in your bank accounts. They see, what time you swipe your card, how much you're withdrawing, or, the deposit, or adding cash, or cashing checks. They already know every single step. And again, a lot of it's supposed to be private. Not anymore. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, please share the video. For those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path. And that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.